Welcome to our weekly discussion of all things current in California politics. I'm Walt Gray, joined this week by reporter Emily Hoeven, political columnist with the San Francisco Chronicle. Emily, good to have you back here. Let's talk about San Quentin prison. The governor is apparently going to go with very little input from fellow Democrats or the legislature to spend $360 million, sort of replacing the San Quentin that we know, turning it into more of a college campus. What's the feedback on that?
Yeah, so he has this plan to kind of make it into a first-class educational and rehabilitation center. It's part of his larger mission to kind of remake California's prison system, move away from just complete punishment to more of a rehabilitation model. After some of the prisons in Scandinavia and whatnot. But I think what is a bit questionable about this proposal is that it's been pushed through very quickly. There was very little oversight in the legislature of the dollar amount that he wanted to attach to that. And then we've just learned that the group that's going to be in charge of leading this transformation does not have to follow open meetings laws. And there are not lawmakers who are really present on that board. And so it's kind of unclear what elected representatives will be overseeing this process and dictating how money is spent.
All right, the San Francisco Chronicle has an editorial piece coming up here about the decline in residential substance use disorder funding and treatment facilities. What are you hearing about that?
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. We are actually the first to report that there has been, over the past couple of years, a decline of about I believe at least several hundred or thousand residential substance use disorder treatment beds. And some of these facilities have closed. And this is actually pretty concerning because obviously we are seeing overdoses go up pretty significantly in California. More people are dying from drug overdoses. And also, the state is pouring billions of dollars into trying to revamp this infrastructure. And so if there are reasons that these facilities are closing that the state doesn't know, it seems important to understand that before you start pouring more money into it.
There's a lot of people who live in and around Travis Air Force Base in the greater Fairfield area. They'd love to know who's buying up all the land around there. Is it silent Chinese partners? All we know is it's the Flannery Group.
Yeah, well, we finally have gotten some more information about who exactly is in this group, and it turns out that it's a lot of Silicon Valley billionaires, venture capitalists. Laureen Powell Jobs is involved, Michael Moritz, who is actually one of the founders and investors of the San Francisco Standard, which is another paper in San Francisco. And it turns out that they have these plans to basically create a kind of utopian city where there's a lot of green energy and there's a lot of multifamily affordable housing and really good walkability and public transit. But there are people, that sounds like a really good plan on paper, but a lot of lawmakers are pretty confused and irritated because it was handled very secretly. And they didn't reveal their plans or themselves for years. They were just buying up all this property. There's also concerns about some of the land being so close to the Air Force Base, security issues. So I think we're going to see a lot of very heated words be exchanged over the next couple of months, if not years.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was screaming who's behind this and nobody raised their hand. And it just turned out if it's Silicon Valley investors, they could have put their hand up. It's us. Okay. Emily Hoeven, thank you as always. You can reach out to Emily Hoeven if you'd like. She's at emily.hoeven@sfchronicle.com.